So I'm just checking to see if I'm managed to sign into the meeting correctly.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Fine.
Hello.
Excellent. I think I am somewhat dazzled because I'm used to seeing MeetEcho meetings that start with something on the screen, but until somebody shares something, it looks pretty boring. Yeah. Michael, are you there? I saw him log in.
Yeah, I saw him log in and log out several times, so maybe
I'm
trouble
checking. Yeah,
logging in.
yeah, I am. I'm checking if I can tell what's going on. Like, I think we should. So I think what I'm seeing is that Michael is logged into the Zulip client, but has not necessarily joined MeetEcho. So I did ask if he is joining us, and we will see what the answer is. We usually give people a few minutes to get organized, and we are coming up on 5 minutes after the hour, and we'll kind of see where we are in a minute. So, Ori, I just wanted to say hi, and it is good to see you. It is good to see you on the call.
It's good to see you as well. I know you were away for a little bit. I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the working group knows, but my wife was in a spectacular automobile accident, and was she managed to break a whole bunch of bones that you can break and they'll heal without surgery because nothing splintered or anything like that. But she was in a lot of pain and I was just looking, the accident was on the 15th of August. So, and yesterday was her first day that was a good day without pain medication. So I'm trying to unravel my busy life and what's been going on in my absence. And I really appreciate Michael herding the cats forward. Hi, Michael. How's it going?
Hello. So your wife's name, it's Jamie, is that right?
Shirley.
Oh, I thought her name was Jamie Summers.
Oh, she is Shirley Dunn, Dunn. And God
So she's
knows
not going to become the bionic woman.
Dude.
Can you at least
give me another week or two to recover so I can recognize the yeah.
Too soon to play the music for her then, huh?
Right, absolutely. But
yeah, okay.
But she is driving by herself for the first time, like maybe starting like last Saturday.
Okay.
She's doing okay, but the really awkward part is that, like, if she drives past water standing on the side of the road and it splashes and as the splash makes a noise, she like dives under the dashboard. So this is gonna be. I mean, it's like PTSD is real. So, but yeah. So Michael, I just put up the notes.
Yep.
And if that's an okay thing for us to start with, and I greeted our area director, and
good.
That's kind of where we are.
Okay, so the only real item is to talk about any comments on the working group last call that we is going to end in a few hours, because I set it for 23:59 tonight because that's usually less ambiguous than 00. And that's really it. There was a couple of, I think, +1s from authors and stuff. And that was about it, I think. Any comments on the minutes from last time?
Yeah, I read them and I think they're fine. So thanks.
Thank you.
And thank you, Michael, for remembering that. So we can do the. So any objections to accepting them?
Nope.
Michael, I had one question as I was scanning the registry section of the document. Like, there's this. Maybe I can link directly to what I'm.
I can hardly hear you.
Asking about. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, and also turned off my fan.
I've shared a link to a section of the document, and it has this. So I understand the slashing, for ID type default. That's just sort of structural way that particular those fields are represented. There's this path component, like for output sampling frequency element, where there's backslashes between segment tracks, track entry, audio, those pieces. And it looked like there was some syntax that I wasn't super familiar with. I assume everything's normal there, and there's nothing unexpected. It's just a little bit busy with the slashing, and so I wanted to just confirm that this is as it's supposed to be.
So you're talking about like this 5.1.4.1.29 audio element.
Yeah.
And are you talking about this part?
I'm talking about that part, and then looking above at the other parts as well, because it says ID/type, and then there's an ID and a type.
Oh, I see. The fact that it says blah blah default. Yeah. So my understanding is that at one point this was all in a table, and it was so busy that it was too wide, and so that's why we went to a different format. And so I think this is just mostly an attempt to keep that information somewhat concise. Is that right, Steve?
Yes, exactly. Basically, we also had like one element per line, and then I mean it's also very big, and you have like only 2 elements per page. It's a bit too much.
Yeah. Understood. Okay. That was the only thing that I noticed in the document when I looked through it one more time. So hope everything's good to go. It's about basically a working group last call, and this again is about to close. Thanks for all the patience. Thank you, Michael, for shepherding us through this.
We get like an award or something for longest.
Are we ready to close CELLAR? That's the only reward that I get, is when I close working groups, apparently. So what else is there to do?
Not yet.
That seems like a perverse incentive for IESG members, but okay. Anyway, so anyone else have any comments about where we're at right now?
I have more questions about what's next.
So we have FLAC in the RFC editor queue. So that's probably going to go somewhere soon, I'm going to guess. I don't know where it is in the queue. I didn't look.
Well, I was just wondering, I guess there's nothing I can do to expedite processing, because I just noticed that Matroska, which is quite a large document, spent 6 weeks in the RFC editor state, and FLAC has been there for 14 weeks. I don't know what's the holdup. Maybe I maybe I made a lot of grammar errors. I don't know.
My bet is that it's just head of queue blocked on personnel.
Okay.
So, like, it makes some sense that the RFC editor would want to let whoever has been editing Matroska go ahead and edit FLAC for simple, I don't know, call it cache coherency reasons in their brain. And so rather than having 2 people learn, have to go and reread Matroska to understand it, that would be my guess, is that they're probably doing that. And so effectively we're head of queue blocked on Matroska. That's my guess. We could ask them.
The other thing I should say, just to be fair, is that a non-zero number of people left Vancouver, or very quickly thereafter reported having COVID. Me, but not. And so if the wrong people coughed on the people from the RFC editor, they do have people attending those those sessions. Just saying.
Yeah, that could be too.
Okay.
So, all right. So we're going to close the working group last call. And any other business?
No, not on my side.
So there was
So is there an email that we need to reply to the RC editor saying please launch, or does Zori do that, or how's that work?
That's on me. Well,
okay.
First, Michael, I'd love for you to declare the last call.
Yeah, I'll do that
with whatever comments you've gathered, recorded for the list, and then assuming, and I haven't seen anything, and I don't read all of my email these days, but I don't think there was anything that said that we should hold it up. And so at that point, I think I just press the buttons in the data tracker again, and I come back to them, and it becomes my responsibility. That's my understanding anyway.
That sounds perfect.
Yeah. So thank you all for running this again. And, as far as I'm concerned, it's buttoned up as soon as you send your last summary email for the second working group last call.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a question at No Time to Wait from, I don't remember who. Does the RFC number remain the same that we had so far, since we had to redo?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it should remain exactly the same. Still RFC to be. Yeah, I think so. There we go. Okay.
Oops. I'm putting things in the wrong, under the wrong bullet. Sorry.
Oh, doesn't matter. What about this Google Summer of Code student? Any results from there that you want to share, or is that over?
Yes, so the Google Summer of Code is done. The student has almost finished the work. There's some remaining issues in the code that he's working on. He sent something today, I have to check. And for the specifications, I think we're almost done as well. But then, since it's basically JavaScript in a file, I want to have more input on the security considerations about that in VLC. But from the Matroska point of view, it's all good and it's usable.
That was Steve?
That was Steve.
Sorry.
Yeah, thank you. I just wanted
yes,
I'm just taking notes.
Anything else for today?
There was, well, it's maybe from Martin, but there was a question or a fix for the flag document. But I think we have to not do fixes for now and wait for the feedback from the RFC editors.
Sorry, I didn't understand the question. We had a suggestion. Yeah, you're waiting for, so when you get to auth 48, you can suggest the fixes that you have when we get the query. Anybody else? Michael? Jerome?
No, that's fine for me.
All right. Well, I declare this meeting closed then.
Excellent. Make good choices. Go therefore and do seller stuff.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you all.
I do.
Thanks.
Always a pleasure.
Bye all.
Sure. Bye.